Welcome back to a special edition of Drive With Me. Today it's gonna be 68. Now, what makes it special? It's a Monday. No, I didn't lose my job or anything like that. Unemployed status. I could not go yesterday because I was tearing down Extra Life, which is what I had this weekend. Oh, what a great time that was. A lot of good, a lot of bad. Let's get into the review. The bad, to start off immediately, power. I lost power 3 times. It was at a new location at Yo-Yo's. Shout out to my boy Yo-Yo. So I think the max was like 10 computers, but it kept. Well, honestly, I'm pretty sure it was my computer that kept tripping everything off. Because every time I would go to launch a game, and then when everything started spinning up, the power would go out. But once I got that settled, because I had, I planned for that. I had extension cords, to route to different outlets. It just sucks that it took 2 times to figure it out. But once we got it settled, we were gaming for uninterrupted for 10 hours plus. That was bad. That was the main bad. Because it's power out. Like, it was multiple different computers. But anyway, moving on from that. The great. It was a classic LAN setup where all the computers were in one room instead of being split off. People were next to each other. You can see people game. I'll try to include a picture right now. And I had it where people were facing each other. So that was really fun. It had been a while since I've done something like that. All our previous locations, people were split off. Food was great. Had pizza and tacos and snacks and drinks. That was good. I had the TSU esports team come out, and they were revived. That was so much fun. Oh, I guess so. I did stream it, but let's go back to the bad a little bit. 2 things. So I have it set up where when I'm streaming music from Spotify, and to avoid getting muted, I don't have the soundtrack saved to the VOD. So on the live stream, you can hear the music, but when it saves into the archive, you don't hear the music. It's silent. The issue with that is that midway, I turned off the ambient microphone because I was picking up a lot, and I forgot to turn it back on. So a good chunk of it's muted. Well, not muted, but it's just silent. Which sucks, but at the same time, I was not my priority. This year, I'll focus more on trying to get the location set before we add on incentives and stream goals and all that, because that's a whole other beast in itself. Going back to that, there was a section where I had a wireless microphone going for the TSU organization, esports org. The transmitter was just too far. Well, I think there was just so much interference with everything going on that it sounded distorted, at least some of the parts. But it was too distorted for me to be comfortable to publish. Video-wise, it was great though. Internet was phenomenal. We had a gigabit fiber. We had no issues with that, which is a whole nother checkbox, or deal breaker location wise, but streaming or gaming, there was no issues with that. So now next year, because the owner said, I'm cool with doing it here again, I will have a incentivized stream with donation goals and all that. I did have the goal meter there just to have it, because while I did have LAN parties to the middle school, high school, middle school, high school to college. The donation stuff started back in 2015, 16. Right, yeah, because that's when one of my friends told me about it. And it would be a lot, because being the organizer and then having to have the stream, it gets pretty hectic. But because it is a lot, people aren't gonna volunteer for that role. And luckily, I do enjoy doing it. As long as everything's locked in, I really do enjoy doing it. And now that we worked out the kinks for this one, I know next year's gonna be much better, with no power outages and all that. And we'll do the actual donation stuff. But yeah, because I was turned down cleaning up all day, and yeah, the owner was like, how can we get your people to help? Well, 90% of the stuff is mine, cable-wise. Like the Ethernets, I cable manage everything. I zip tie, I Velcro wrap everything, and I like organizing it the way I do. I like to do it, and I'm sure I could tell people to do it my way. But it was a nice alone time. So going back to the owner, he half the time he wasn't even at the event, which is hilarious to me. He was just like, all right, just don't blow anything up, I'll be back. And he just left. Yeah, there was a lot of trust in that. I love that he was able to trust me, and he said, hey, man, everything was great. Nothing was out of place or broken. It was good. Yeah, so even yesterday when I was cleaning up, he had dipped again, and I had the house for myself, just cleaning up, and it was just the first floor, thankfully. Just all my cables were organized, nothing was like mangled or wrapped up. I just had to pull everything, undo the zip ties, wraps. The only thing that sucked was the transportation, because I can't carry 5 tables and 15 chairs in this car. So I loaded up my computer, dropped it back home, went to my buddy's house, grabbed this truck, then went back to the location, loaded up the stuff, and went back to my buddy's house, dropped it off, and then get back on my car and went back home to start organizing my stuff. Distance-wise, if you know Houston, this area was right before spring. And if you know where this area is at, and where most of us live near this area, you would know it's a nice drive. It's about 25 to 30 minutes. But it's a nice little tollway. I was able to use. And that was great. I don't want to know how much my tollway has added up, but I'm just glad I had Texas tag for it. I was fully expecting this building behind me, or establishments that I parked, to be open or something, but I don't know, they're just permanently closed down now. Oh well, that was a lot. Info dump, but that's what I did this weekend. It was great. Going back to the donation thing, someone donated $100, $55, and $10. So they have raised 165, but like I said, I wanted to work out these kinks, and now that's that. Let's take this picture. Since it's a Monday, I don't think they have barbacoa, which is my favorite, but they have everything else. Even though it is 10:22, so I might be cutting it close, but we're gonna see. Monchis today because I missed it yesterday. All right, you guys have a good one. I will see you guys next time. Peace.